This morning, I want to talk about artists. And, this is why I came up with the COVID-19 scarf. This whole situation has the potential to cause anger on so many different levels. These are two N95 masks. This is the one I've been using. I do rinse it out, but I bought it for pigment. I don't want to breathe in pigment. And this is what I want to talk about. That's why I needed one. I'm not a medical professional. I'm going to tell you that about 60% of what you're hearing on the news about face masks is convenience for the government because they don't have enough to go around. The fact that the government lifted liability for 3M is a sign that they don't really care if you know all about a face mask as long as you don't sue 3M or the government. So, yes, I'm a little angry, but I'm actually frustrated, not angry, because the reason I have N95 masks is because I'm a woodworker. I'm an artist. I do all different types of art, and especially with raw pigments, I use raw pure pigments like cadmium. I have a whole box of them, and different pigments have different size particles, and if I didn't have an N95, I could be breathing in the toxic particles, like cadmium especially causes cancer. Um, there's a whole list of things. So, as a responsible artist, I had a 95 mask. Now, I have washed this one out and reused it. This one has not been used yet, but it's my backup mask. And you can see that it says sanding and fiberglass respirator. If you work in an auto body shop and spray paint, or my dad used to rebuild his Jeeps and used to repair some areas of the metal with fiberglass, I get annoyed at the government because what they're talking about, it's one thing for the Oval Office and the White House to say you can use a scarf. And I have family members. Here I am, I'm making them. And my family members are, well, do I really need one? And I'm kind of adamant, saying, well, yes, because we don't know anything about this virus yet. But what we can't forget about here are the occupations that require these for the sake of the occupation. So, do doctors wear those? Yes, but they wear a medical grade of the same thing. And by lifting the liability, what the government was saying is that doctors could now use these for sanding and fiberglass, which are for particles and not germs. So there's a lot going on that you need to pay attention to. The CDC yesterday came out with the guidance we expected that people should cover their faces when they go outside. And the CDC has a little video out about how you can take an old t-shirt and make a mask. We as Americans all deserve to have a halfway decent looking mask. I don't want to look like a terrorist because I have a t-shirt over my face. I'm sorry. So, again, these are all different little things that you're going to be thinking about, and I don't want you to feel uneducated and or that it doesn't matter. It does matter. The reason these masks were made to begin with, the reason nurses or doctors wear or dentists wear procedure masks is because it keeps out mainly particles more than germs. But as an artist, the reason I'm making this is I'm going to be making face masks, and I'm going to be knitting them. I'm going to be sewing them out of fabric, and I may also weave my own fabric and make them woven. And like, here's some of the yarn. And these are not going to block things the way these are, which is why I would make tightly woven liners for anything like that. And as an artist, I want to speak to other artists. The CDC is saying you can put a t-shirt over your face. Get an N95 mask if you're working with pigments or particles. Read the boxes. Read the labels. Go to Dick Blick. They're probably sold out. That's where I got these, but they're probably sold out. Pin 3M down for an explanation as to what their masks are really meant for if you're working in the art field. Because if I had, muslin is tightly woven, but I don't think it's bonded like this is. You know, obviously it's not bonded, but I think the reason this blocks more is because it's bonded. If I wear this when I'm dealing with pigment's going to get through that. I already know that. So this is why I'm making thicker front mask with, and I'll be making liners. So it's really, if you're an artist, don't think you're not worth having the face mask that you would have had all along as an artist. Even if everybody around you is wearing face masks or scarves or t-shirts on their face, and they're going to, it's going to look like everybody's got the virus or everybody's preventing the virus. All of that's a positive in a big way. Don't let it interfere with your work as an artist. Do your research, find out what you need to wear for any particular application. Anybody who airbrushes, you know, you need more than a t-shirt over your face. They're addressing people with the least case scenario because they don't have enough masks to go around. Sew it yourself. I have the pattern up, or buy them. I'm sure this is going to be a huge industry now with people making masks. But don't think you're not worth having the right protection for the right job. And when I come out of this pandemic timeline, I'm going to be an artist wearing a face mask. And I'm going to have to be explaining, well, no, I don't wear it for the virus. I wear it because I'm an artist. And don't let go of that if you're an artist. Don't let go of that. Don't let the pandemic take that away from you.